What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy. Can't tell you do shit. Hey man, say man, we are lit this shit, man. Turn. Today, motherfucking day. You're heading outside. Big crippin' gang shit heading outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down, always step back. Never let somebody tell you our boss, never just a position don't belong. Stay humble. It's gonna revolution on the movement. Keep Yahweh first. Coming to you as a black Hebrew Israelite, as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Today, motherfucking day. They're heading outside. Big crippin' gang shit heading outside shit, man. So we got Ricky Rose. Hey man, Ricky Rose, man. He goes on a meteor run, man. He's on a meteor run. I guess Rick Ross is celebrating. He got a new festival coming up. He got a new artist, Nino. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he just talks about like how he came up and how to motivate people, man. In a lot of his interviews. He got some interviews talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. We also got you know, we gotta get a little beef in it. We got 50 Cent and Rick Ross still going at it, man. This shit is getting a little bit deeper than what people think, man. It's been deep. You know what I'm saying? Once you start, all this shit start happening, and baby mamas get involved, and all this goofy ass shit start happening, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? So we got that going on with Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? We even got a video about Big Meech. Then we got a lawsuit that's supposedly be happening against Rick Ross and 50 Cent. Man, this shit getting crazy. I hope y'all like it and subscribe to this video, and let's get into it. Hey man, Sammy, we got WPEG Power 98 with Rick Ross and Nino Breeze talking about millennial tour. React to Gillian Wallow. This getting crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you said that no. You gotta say the words you used. That was legendary. I said they had the appropriate amount of cellulite. That nigga's real. No, they gotta go.
Talking about that ass.
They gotta go. Hey, boy, because when you said it, I said, God damn. It gotta be enough there to where it's like, you know what I'm saying, like a cushion, but it still gotta have that form though.
Yeah, not look like no fucking ant.
You know what I'm saying? It still gotta sit up like it's supposed to.
The thighs and the ass
That's what we be looking at.
It's right.
We see it.
You know what I'm saying?
We see the females. We be looking at, okay, is it proportionate? Is the ratio correct?
Without a doubt. In the way he said that last night.
Big booty hole. Come with it. Big booty hole.
I was gonna stick with you.
Rick Ross, you bought us some gifts in here.
That's what I was about to say.
It's Mimosa Mornings.
Okay, mimosa mornings. I like
We're
that.
gonna have us some mimosa this morning. It's only right. We celebrate y'all being the #1 morning station in the state.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have us some Luke Belair. Oh, we got the orange juice too. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's Mimosa Mornings.
Come on. Rick Ross, you was on a millennial.
That boy Rick Ross is always on the move, man. Motivational, man. I always put in work, man. Doing something new. You know what I'm saying? Not sticking to the old.
Adds new people, and the new
Always,
people always
you know what
bring
I'm saying?
new
Like,
energy.
we can't get stuck. We gotta keep on doing something new. Bring us our comfort
For me,
zone.
man, I looked at the big picture of it. You know what I'm saying? These some young iconic hustlers. When you see the, you know, of course, just seeing the little homie Ray J, Omarion, Bow Wow, you know what I mean? You know what they mean, a certain age limit. You know what they mean when Plies run out there, when Boosie Badass run out there.
Yeah.
So it only made sense for Rose and me introducing Nino Breeze to the game that we come out there and do it. So that's what we did. You know what I mean? And it ain't nothing like balling in those after parties, like Flirt last night.
Yes, sir.
So you get to touch the arena, then you get to go somewhere like Flirt last night where everything proportionate, perfect.
You got to love that.
You don't want no ass when you hit it from the back. It feel like concrete, bitch.
Okay, that's
You
what's
want
up.
that
That's what's up.
soft, fluffy,
Now,
jiggly
what
ass,
is it
bitch.
like hooking up with somebody like Rick Ross, the biggest boss of them all?
Oh, you know what, Ross, somebody I've been paying attention to before I was even in the game. You
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the way that he done structured, you feel me? Like the way that the business on point and the legacy he done left in the industry is similar to like something I want for myself. So just being in a position to see it head up, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of intangibles or like a lot of little things that, you feel me? There ain't no school book or no instruction manual for it. You just kind of gotta be around and soak it up. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for everything.
Speaking of that, with Rick Ross being in the industry for so long and working with so many people, what is the biggest lesson that you have learned from him?
Day for day, brick by brick, you know what I'm saying? Grind. Like, you just gotta go after it because it's progressive, you feel me? Like, I'm already noticing me putting the same amount of effort into things that I used to put effort into, and the results being way bigger because every day I pick up more fans, more followers, you feel me? And then it's like, and they stick with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got people that been locked in with him for like 10, 20 years.
Absolutely.
And like, you can still gain new momentum every day, so it'll probably be that.
Yeah.
I had a question, but I just took a sip of this mimosa. It's so good. The way 9 o'clock in the morning set up.
You're supposed to cheers. Cheers.
Oh, man.
Cheers.
Drinking on that drink. Cheers, third glass. Cheers, third glass. I brought me a drink just in case, nigga. Cheers, nigga.
Now, Rick Ross, I got a question for you. I saw the homie Greg Street and Lil Duval talking about you on social media the other day.
I missed that.
Okay, so what it was Lil Duval said that Greg said that you were selling your house to Tiger Woods so that he could build a golf course. And then Greg Street came back and said, no, that's not true. That's not what I said. I said that Rick Ross is building a golf course.
What?
So,
He building a golf course?
Hey, one time.
Forehead ass. Big time be Rick Woods. Tiger Woods head ass.
Man, we dream big over here.
Okay.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I want to make sure Nino pick up the most. As you can see, we laid the bamboo out, the Bel Air out, the Rick Ross, the Boss Gloves.
The Boss Gloves.
Yeah. That's for your cars. You know what I'm saying? Because you could do 500 million streams. And
He don't promote that shit. His shit like religion, bitch. That Boss Gloves and that fucking drink, bitch.
So as a young
He gonna make sure he put that shit out.
a young artist, you got to make sure you taking advantage of your platform each and every day and not misusing it, not abusing it, but you take advantage of it. That's something you earn. That's something you work for. You know what I'm saying? When you come from the mud and now they screaming your music, you selling out arenas in Paris, in Geneva, and wherever it is you want to go, Johannesburg. You understand? So for the homies, that's what I want to make sure they see that. You know what I mean? That's when you want to separate yourself from the norm.
Ross, you got your hands in a lot of things. Like you got the restaurant business. You a part of that. You got this new venture you're a part of. Like, what is something you want to be a part of that you haven't touched yet?
They need to sell me a piece of the Dolphins.
Okay.
Okay.
Yup.
I understand. If we got to start small, a little 2%, I buy a little 2%.
That's doable.
Yeah, let's start right there. And show them our value at what we could really bring to the table. Though we ain't doing it just to stunt, just to post, but we really want to show you how hard we gonna go, and it's a really great move.
Yeah, for the ones that been down with you from day one, can we be expecting a new album coming soon? Some new music from you?
We got to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yeah. And that's what I get.
I like that Shaq and Kobe he did with McGill. That shit was fire.
Because I'm one of those type of artists that I love to sit around and do music all day. Let's do it. And that's how I got to where I was at. You know what I'm saying? Doing all the mixtapes I was doing all the collaborations I was doing, all the features I was doing. I was known for being one of them dudes. If you asked me to get on the record, you'll have it back in 2 hours because we already in the studio. Send it to me. I got you. You know what I mean? So I feel that spark with the homie right here doing his thing.
Speaking of people that have been with you day one, Rick Ross, I would like to say thank you to you because little do you know, you were one of the first people that I interviewed here at Power 98. I remember that interview. You were right here, and this is from our Winterfest. This is a picture of me and you from Winterfest when you came and performed at Power 98. But you were one of the very first people.
Get her, Ross. Get her,
But yeah, you were one of the first people that I interviewed. here if y'all were not here. So thank you for that.
Most definitely.
Speaking of your ventures, man, I've been a part of the Maybach weekend with you. Now you got the Rick Ross Car Show. I haven't had a chance to experience the Rick Ross Car Show in the ATL.
Heard about that.
Now, us in the Madhouse, we like to come experience it.
And shout out to Chef Kev, because Chef Kev
is down there.
Cuzzo's, he's always down there for that.
You ate some of that Cuzzo's.
Right.
Yeah. So we trying to come visit the Rick Ross Car Show, and we can't afford the tickets, so you got some tickets for us.
Man,
They can't afford a ticket.
Okay, man. I'm there.
You all the way plugged in that car show, man. I'ma just, it began as a dream. Me and the homies just talking, like, yo, man, I got these cars. Let's line them up. Let's let them see my love. I believe at the time my man had like 70 cars. I said, let's just
Wait a minute, 70?
collection. And that, I didn't know how many people would come. I'm like, yo, just come to my front yard. Let's have a few vendors. Let's eat some chili dogs. Let's eat some fried donuts. Somebody gonna make some fresh juices.
That's some good ass food. I ain't
Walk
gonna
around in
cut.
my flip flops. You know what I'm saying? And that was the plan. So I forgot how many came the first car show. By the time we came to the second car show, we was over 8,000 people. Last year was over damn near over 10,000. You know what I mean? So this year we excited. Rose performing, Plies performing, of course Nino Breeze performing, Young LA performing. I got Fabo performing. I told Fabo, I said, I want you to dance.
Oh, that's all
you ever dance. He went crazy on FaceTime already. So, and the lineup going to continue. But I just want to have a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? Bring the cars out. Let's network. That's how I created. I partnered up with the homie who I bet him at the car show the first day.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So it was a young brother, entrepreneur, big dreams.
What's the date this year?
June 7th.
June 7th.
Okay,
Go
about to
online
come
right now, rickrosscarshow.com. You know what I mean? Get your tickets in. We gonna go up.
How can I get my car in it? Because I got a Kia Soul. They got some LED lights.
I got my hoopty head ass.
Don't you say
Yeah, where your car at?
Some spinners on the
I got it looking good now.
Got the Mercury on deck.
It's that Nissan Hellcat.
That Nissan Hellcat is insane. Imagine a Hellcat side of a Nissan, bitch. Nigga, that was gonna slow hit ass.
What's your favorite?
That was
That was gonna teleport hit ass.
That's what I'm saying. So now, what's your favorite?
I'm at 200 right now.
Ooh, what's your favorite though?
Yeah. And I understand it sound like a lot, but you got to remember when I wrote the song MC Hammer, I got 30 cars. I had 30 then. But you got to remember, it's not just, it's all different type of whips. I love old schools, classics.
Right.
I done pulled up on people, where they selling cars. Let me buy 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? But these old schools, you know what I'm saying? You may spend 200, 150 for a 10-pack. You know what I mean? But I love 57 Bel Airs. I love Trans Ams. I love my Chevy Caprices and Impalas.
250,000 or 250
and
grand?
73s.
250, 100 grand, you know what I'm saying?
For the box
Or
Chevys.
200,000,
Box Chevys
2,000.
going
They
crazy.
need to bring them back.
Oh, no, they
$200.
back. They got box Chevy back. One time for Chi-Town, one time for Detroit. Them boys heavy on their box Chevy game. Florida, and we down here. Charlotte, y'all got some dope boys that love to bring them whips.
200 cars. I would assume that, that's one of the things that you collect. And then I see you over there shiny with the jewels and everything else like that. Is that, or what do you collect? What are your, that's your hobby?
Good though. I ain't gonna
I
care.
seen you with a sword on Instagram. You had I think a Medusa head when you was at the house, something like that.
Y'all gotta understand, I'm a playful dude. I go to different places.
Just be buying
I
shit.
stop at an antique shop and buy anything.
Yeah.
I ship all that shit home.
If it look unique, nigga gonna buy it.
It's just certain things Rose just do. You know what I mean? So when you say a sword, I got fire blowers. I got all kind of stuff at the crib. But that's just love what I do. The cars, man.
I like to
love
collect
most,
shit too, though. But at the same time,
washing them cars, working at a car
they
wash
have too
at
much
13,
shit.
I just always told myself, all the big boys who came through, boy, I feel you, boy. I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
One day they're gonna be.
Yeah. One day. My time gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now with Nino to him on what makes you still want to bring on new talent, to bring on up and comers, to have them to see the new guys, because you've been doing it for a minute.
Long time.
And some guys just be like, all right, I'm cool with it. I don't want to put nobody else on. What makes you want to keep doing it?
I could get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get tired of it, but this is a unique situation. It only made sense. One of my closest homies right here, Kano, he was serving Fed time. So he was actually doing time with Nino while he was in the Fed. So it became a point where every time he called me, he was telling me about Nino Breeze. And at first, I thought, these dudes doing burpees and push-ups together. You working out, y'all jogging together.
That's your bunk mate.
They real ones. You know what I'm saying? They real ones. You know what I'm saying? So they building a vibe. You know what I mean? And then once the opportunity came, when he finally came home, he played the music for me. And then so now the question is homie gonna really be dedicated to the level that for me to respect the work? It's a lot of talent. It's a lot of dudes that walk up to you and spit a hard verse. But are you really dedicated to this to be successful? I mean, this ain't nothing you could just come, get fly, do a video, and think it's gonna work. You got to do this every day. Once he
no
came
days
home,
off.
and I said
Every day we hustling. Every day we
you feel
hustling.
me? So he could go do the concert, go do the after party, and he'll be ready 9 a.m. to come kick it with the team.
That's
right
important.
Power 98.
That's important.
That's the most important.
Yeah.
We the only ones, I believe, on the tour even going to radio stations. And it ain't because we got to. It's because this would come with when you want to be at the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying? Creating those relationships, him meeting, introducing them to y'all. You understand? So y'all will know the real cloth that homie bring to the game.
Now, Nino, he talks about his first experience with you. We're going to take a break real quick. But coming back, I want to know about your experience when you first met him. What was that like? And how did you perform for him and get on? And what were you thinking in that moment? We're going to talk about that when we come back.
Before we go to break, though, we're going to drop your song. It's called New Era.
New Era 8.
New Era 8. Let's check it out right now. Nino Breeze, it's the plug. Power 98 WPG, Charlotte's plug for new hip-hop and R&B live inside the Madhouse. We got Nino Breeze. We got the biggest boss of them all, Ricky Rose.
The biggest.
It's live inside the Madhouse. Jessica, you had
Before we went to break, Nino, I was asking you, what was it like when you had your first experience meeting Rick Ross? What was that like for you?
First time me and Ross, we wasn't even necessarily like on the music, you feel me? Like I just came down today. This was my first time going to Club 11. We were just vibing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like just had a real bond, you know what I'm saying? That was genuine, like prior to the business. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we first linked up.
Now, excuse me, Barbie, one quick second. Nino, Rick Ross, I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of our Power 98 family. That's B-Dot right here. He is a radio veteran, but he did have a question for y'all.
Oh, I did. I just wanted to ask Rose, they told me to get down. Okay. Do you ever just walk around your estate sometimes and just look, it's like, damn, I did that?
I'm going to be honest, right?
I'm serious.
Some of my homies will ask me that, and it'll cause a reflection. Me and my homie Lex right here, we was walking, we was boarding the jet, and he said, "Come on, homie, you don't ever just say you." And I was like, man, sometimes you do, but when you just focused on the work,
he jumping in the background.
You know what I'm saying? It's something, you can make it certain places, but how do you continue to grow? You know what I mean? So that's what the vibe was with Rose. So I stop and reflect. Sometimes I do, without a doubt.
What's the biggest mistake you made that actually turned out to be like a huge lesson?
Man, everything come with that. And I know it sound, a little bit simple with the response, but it's real. You got to think about it. All the L's or losses or mistakes I done made, and we still right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We still love the game, first and foremost. We still get up, go out, then go to radio because we wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Have mimosas, you know what I'm saying? Radio station. That's a boss play to me. You know what I mean? So whatever mistakes it was, I'm sure I done made so many that I can't even recall, but whatever they was, they had to be valuable.
Let me ask you on the reverse side of that. What has been your smartest investment so far? Like you said, boom, I put it there, and that one landed me this, and this, and now I'm here.
I like that he invested in the Wingstop, but I don't think he's still doing it.
But, you know what I'm saying, when it come to business, understanding that I wanted to do other things other than the music, that the music could help vibe with. You know what I mean? So when we talk about real estate for Rose that was the #1 play outside of music.
Okay.
And let's go. You know what I mean? You know, I did franchises, started Wingstop, just wanted
Told y'all niggas
pull up in the Ferrari.
That's some smart shit, though.
Let's go get us some.
That should be motivational, man.
You can't do that in front of him.
I want the Wingstop right now, bitch. Nigga, I want the Wingstop. Nigga, on that bitch every night, bitch. Free wings on me, nigga. Come in this bitch. Free wings, hit ass, nigga. He might go bankrupt after we get done with that shit, nigga. And make it all right back, bitch.
You just gotta
what they
go
talking
for what
about?
you feel. Man, go ahead, spin it.
Well, them tater wedges be.
What? You would have had that chicken sandwich at Wingstop, nigga. I was like, damn. I did a whole fucking reaction video to it. Check it out on my channel, bitch.
For you, that you was like, you know what? I want to do something different this time. I want to elevate. I don't want to go back.
Not to cut you off, when Nino got indicted and picked up, that boy made the news where he was from, boy. That boy they put that boy on breaking news.
Everything certified, it's verifiable. But I had my mind made up, like really while I was in there. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to come home and like catch scribe. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Okay.
I had to update my flow. Like the sound had changed, the drip had changed. So it's like once I kind of got a feel, you know what I'm saying? I'm just hanging out, you feel me? I'm in the mall, I'm in the club, I'm in the streets, I'm seeing what's going on. So it's like I caught my pocket, you feel me? And then it's like I was able to start putting it together in a way to where it was connected. And once I seen that, I doubled down. You know what I'm saying? I was beating up Central Florida. I was having shows in St. Pete, Tampa, Orlando, a couple of them down south, you feel me? It just started to pick up.
Yeah.
So that's when we locked in. It was over with by that point.
I got a question for you, big dog. You know, a lot of people talk about these YNs out here and what they doing. What is your message to
Yeah,
them?
nigga.
What is your message to the YNs out here? Because they out here.
We out here.
Put the violence to the side and hustle hard. Go get your mama
Get to that
house.
bag.
You know
That business, keep God first. You did.
And until then, go get that rust off the side of our house. Get that piss from behind that toilet. We all got to start right there. Get them cobwebs from out that little windowsill in that small bathroom back there. That's what we all got to do. You know what I'm saying? And let's apply ourselves to the game. Put them switches down and let's get that bag.
Hit a nigga with a.
What you need now?
I say, I feel like a lot of the YN stuff be peer pressure. It be like what people think about them or what they got to say. Like if you going, if they feel like if they going out bad, they gonna hear about it. You feel me? And they care what people think, and then they crash out. And I'd have been behind the wall with, you know what I'm saying, like the ones that went that way, and they all regret it. You know
Yeah, because if you get a 20 piece at like 20 years old, nigga, you're cooked.
30, 40, 50 years, and
Yeah, you
still
cooked.
feel like he made the right move. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
You only like 20, you're cooked. 18, nigga, 17, get a whole 50, 30 pieces insane, nigga.
When you in there with them and you see like how they feeling and what they going through, and you got a date.
You ain't gonna never get
You know
no
what I'm
pussy.
saying? It just put a lot of
Unless you get a CO, a female bitch in that motherfucker. Other than that, bitch, you're cooked.
As far as like, you know what I'm saying, just going out my way to prove
Get you a
something
nurse or
to somebody, that's
some
how
shit.
you crash out. And I feel like that's what's going on with the
You know what I'm
YNs. They gotta
saying? You
start
cook.
thinking for themselves. So I think long term.
What role you think social media?
There's a chance they can get out that bitch, you know? They gotta pray about it.
It's even worse because not everything
Look at
is on
Joseph.
camera. So it's like it's gonna get
In
recorded.
the Bible,
It's
you
gonna
know
get talked about. It's gonna
Me
be.
and you beefing. I'm gonna come to your street and go live.
Yeah.
I'm on your blog.
I got to up it.
Yeah.
Right, up that pole.
Let's talk about the people, not the YNs, but the people that are related to the YNs, right? So we were talking about Wallow and Gilly the other day, and they had a message on social media where they said, mothers, don't go bail your child out of jail if they get locked up. Let them sit in there. Do you agree or disagree? That was our Madhouse question of the
Rose
day.
don't agree.
You don't agree?
Cause,
Not only that, I'm coming to get my dog too. What you
yeah,
mean? We gonna work this out another way.
yeah,
Come home and we work this out.
yeah.
I would say y'all disagree too. I
Cause
feel
you
like
don't wanna be lost in the pen and cycle, just like fucked up.
most
You could
determined
die in prison,
like
nigga.
enough for like somebody to be optimistic and come home and do the right thing. They gotta feel some type of love. Like the ones who don't have nobody. nobody, like the ones who don't have family, don't have a support system, the ones that like they get locked up, they don't hear from nobody. Like I had a support system while I was in there, so that put pressure on me. Like when I came home, I was like, boy, I can't crash. I don't want to let these people down. Cause they believe in me. Yeah, exactly.
That's another perspective.
I feel like it hit different. Like I understand, like maybe like if you ain't been through it, actually seen it, but I done seen it. So it's like I know the ones who don't got nothing or got nobody. They EOS, they come home and they ran up right back in. You know what I'm saying? It's just easier for you to make that transition when you know it's somebody out there that actually care about you.
But what about the ones you keep bailing out and they keep going back and back and back and back?
I mean, enough said, though. That's just what it is.
Like, them ones you leave in there.
But we talk about the genuine, the ones that
who really
trying to
make a way.
You can't quit on the ones that you genuinely love.
But sometimes, niggas fuck up and it's gonna be in rotation, You can't give up on the niggas that they just keep on fucking up, but it's tough out here. You don't want to crash out trying to help somebody else out, you know what I'm saying? Because who's gonna help you out then? Nobody.
Federal prison. My mama used to leave me in there.
Yeah.
I'm Haitian. So if you call...
Ain't nobody ever bailed me out except my sister.
You standing there. I know how it felt, but it really worked, though, because it'll teach you something, because a Haitian mama and a daddy ain't coming to get you.
They ain't coming to get you. Teaching a lesson.
You went for the bond court. My house up.
That shit wild, man.
Rick Ross, Nino Breeze, y'all hanging out inside the house. We coming to the car and bike show.
Turn up.
June 7th.
Too bad they couldn't get Big Meech head ass.
Access passes June 7th, the biggest car bike
put me down right now.
of the year.
Nino, what you want to say to the folks out here in the Carolinas, Nino?
Nah, I just want to say I appreciate y'all for having me out here. We had fun on the tour. We had fun at Flirt. You know what I'm saying? The after part of the vibes was on point. The radio was on point. One more time, my name Nino Breeze. If you want to get familiar with me or what I got going on, I'm on social media at Real Nino Breeze. That's all platforms. My new single, New Era 8, going crazy.
All right, check them out, guys. If y'all want to check them out. Cool.
All right, there it is, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with us this morning.
Man,
yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, Mama. I got to finish mine. It's the plug, man. We'll see y'all Monday.
All right, gang. Let's pick on that fuck shit. Watch next, man.
Look at it. He's nothing given. You've never seen 50 give nobody no flowers, no respect. He just play on people downfall. Diddy, Irv, Gotti, Ja Rule. Now Big Meech. You've never seen 50 say nothing about G-Unit Film Studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was going to be able to do it. You thought you was going to be able to get them loans and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long?
Looks like the drama between 50 Cent and Big Meech just got even messier. Big Meech called out 50, saying he's gone broke because of their feud. And it's not just him talking. Rick Ross jumped in too, dropping some serious tea. He claimed 50 is struggling to get money for his new G-Unit studio and can't even get a loan because his credit is ruined.
50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up.
50 Cent's music masters if he didn't back off, saying 50 must be desperate for cash. That's a bold move, but come on, this is 50 Cent. You really think he'd stay quiet while Ross and Big Meech throw shade? No way. 50 clapped back, warning he's ready to drop some savage receipts. Real proof showing who's actually broke. Still, fans are starting to wonder what's really going on with 50's money. Is he actually falling off his billionaire status? Or is Rick Ross just talking trash to get under his skin?
Nigga took a picture with Rick Ross. You like a hoe, nigga. Put your back against the wall and just slide down. You already know, car show going down June 7th. Get online right now. Get your tickets right now. But for the hustlers, I want y'all niggas to understand you got to stop making business personal.
Here's
That's
the
a
twist.
fact.
Word on the street is Big Meech.
Yep.
And Rick Ross might actually have the upper hand in this beef. People are saying 50 Cent can't even keep the lights on at his own studio, and Meech and Ross are out here celebrating, acting like they're the reason 50's money dried up. They've been clowning him, saying he'll come crawling back for help once he's out of cash. But hold up, are Meech and Ross living in a fantasy? Last time we checked,
you never know
50
these days,
Cent
bro.
was still
A lot of
holding
people
on
rent
to
shit.
billionaire status. Real billionaires don't go broke over a feud, especially one about who snitched and who didn't.
1,000 just for this Cuban. This Cuban is like 1,100 grams. It's chunky, real big. I really can't have it for 3-4 hours. My neck started.
Damn.
The lock said Eliansi on it. You know what I'm saying?
You should have sold that shit for your dad, bitch.
You got the 3 big boogers on each side.
He got
so
up.
Ain't no regular Cuban, you know. You might find a regular Cuban for 50 or for 100 maybe, but you know, it's 200 just for a kilo.
What's the pendant portion?
3 just for a pendant. It's some shit like you gotta give my dad. You like when he come home, I gotta keep this forever. Like.
If you've been following the wild feud between 50 Cent and Big Meech, you know Rick Ross is right in the middle of it. The drama kicked off when Big Meech and Ross planned a big welcome home concert, meant to make them both a lot of money. But guess what? The concert got canceled last minute, and no one gave a clear reason why. People immediately pointed fingers at 50 Cent, saying he didn't want Meech to make money with his enemy, Rick Ross. Tried to deny it, but fans weren't buying it.
Fact.
Rick Ross didn't hold back either, calling 50 a hurt move, telling him to stop crying.
He cut his own son off.
Ross made it clear that he and Meech were making moves without 50, and it gets messier. 50 claimed he had receipts showing Big Meech snitched to get out of prison early. He even planned a tell-all documentary about Tammy Cowens, a woman close to Meech, who holds the rights to his life story. The documentary was set to expose the secrets that could ruin Meech's reputation.
Tammy Cowens, she's privileged to what's called the affidavit in support of the wiretap.
That's the bitch who set up Big Meech.
In those affidavits, it tells Meech's full role. Now, I wouldn't allow to have them because they played this, I'm this kingpin and I'm this killer and they life in jeopardy, in danger. Right. That's why they was able to close the courtroom. We'd have been out at Meech. But they played a cold game. I give it to her. They was playing chess and we was playing checkers. Okay.
Damn.
She used the threat of her life and that I was gonna have some hitmen in the federal courtroom to kill her. And they closed the courtroom to the me and my shit standing room on it.
Gotta be 10 steps ahead, gang.
I'm that dude in that city, homie. Right. I'm that dude in that city. Right. So that's why they ain't been came out. But the affidavits in support of the wiretap, she has them. So she can get them for sure. If she got them.
Is that the nigga who's still locked up?
The only person they barred from having the documents was me. Okay, so you the only one that don't got the information. Right. Everybody else, it's called discovery. Everybody else got the packet. Okay. I wasn't going to address this.
That's Big Meech.
Because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never fold, never will. Death before the sun, always. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Honor Arena, February 13th.
According to 50 Cent Big, Meech made a huge mistake when he let his relationship with Tammy fall apart. Now, Tammy's ready to spill all the tea, and she isn't holding back. While she was gearing up to tell the real story, Rick Ross and Big Meech were out here showing off their money moves, basically clowning 50 every chance they got. Ross even said he was about to drop his own BMF movie and make big money off it. This all went down right after 50 announced he was pulling the plug on the BMF series, claiming that Meech and his son
he sold that shit on hella quick, gang.
Behind the scenes.
Do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. Which director? Shout out to my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Foucault, what's up? Tarantino, it's a lot of legends. This is gonna be big. I can feel it. I'm just talking.
twist. Tammy, who owns Big Meech's life story, was actually working with 50 Cent to create the BMF series in the first place.
That was Big Meech who
The
locked
show
up
was a
was
hit,
talking
no
about
doubt.
Tammy.
But once Meech teamed up with Rick Ross, 50 hit back with that Petty King energy and shut it all down.
That Petty King energy.
Now, here's the wild part. Lil Meech, who is playing his own dad in the series, is stuck in the middle of this mess.
Not Petty King.
He's trying to keep the story alive, but the drama from his dad's beef with 50 caused everything to crash. Had been helping Lil Meech out, putting real money in his pocket through the BMF series. Word is, Lil Meech made over $5 million from the show. But here's the crazy part. Dude didn't save a single dime. He blew it all on flashy cars, iced out chains, designer clothes, and wild spending, while his dad's still locked up, with barely any money to his name. You'd think Lil Meech would have saved some to help his dad out when he got out, but instead, he went full flashy mode, acting like the checks would never stop.
Before I even knew I sat by him.
Gang goofy ass.
8 o'clock in the morning.
We thought they couldn't cut the water off. Nigga, you also be 10 steps ahead.
Like, hey, what you think about going to acting classes? I want you to play your dad. He looked like his daddy, like spitting his head down like his daddy. The same thing, like it was like, yo, got him from Atlanta to California and was able to get him with the coaches. And I believe you.
Don't be walking around with this shit by yourself. I'm walking around with you. I don't want to walk around with you, that motherfucker. If I ain't with you, I don't want it. This shit come with mom, man. This shit come
You got to make a dick. Pause. If I ain't with you, I don't want it. Goofy ass.
How I feel. This shit feels good. Wait, get this strap.
Hey, his nuts breathe, dick.
Tony Yayo even stepped in, calling out Lil Meech for not being smarter with his money, saying he should have saved up for tough
I got money on
times.
some jeans and shit.
When
Goofy
50
ass
Cent
nigga.
started dragging Big Meech online, Lil Meech jumped straight into 50's DMs, trying to calm things down and defend his dad.
Jeans and shit. Bitch, what we
Lil
doing?
Meech explained that the link up with Rick Ross wasn't personal.
10K,
It was about survival.
15K and shit.
Big Meech needed quick cash to pay the bills while waiting for the next BMF check to come in. He told 50, "I can't believe this, man. You act like I'm your enemy. I've only shown you love and loyalty.
Yeah, he did.
I'm human. I go through my own stuff, but I never turned
Like a
on
little
you.
bitch.
F Ross.
Like
He just
that,
gave my
but
dad
come
some
on,
bread
bruh.
to cover bills till our
Once you
next
start
season
begging,
hits.
like, nigga,
This internet drama's
come
got
on,
me
bruh.
twisted, man."
In that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at, you thought you was going to be able to do it. You thought you was going to be able to get them loans, and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long? I know you want to make your
Back on
loan.
that bug shit. Back on
walking
that
stars
shit.
thing put down there. How your mama live. Make her own walking star. Let me get one of them Bel Air bottles to hold up on these. Man, you heard what I just said? Them niggas skin bad, man. You see that auntie murder? They never killed nothing. But that nigga need a facial so bad. When I be seeing them black heads on them niggas, damn niggas doing bad. Stop me laughing your asshole because it's something they said had to do with me. Don't leave Tony Yayo that. Come on, don't leave Louisiana. Don't quit like that because you showed me the picture of how you wanted it to look. We call it renderings. You had the renderings, then you try to go get them loans,
they all
and
with
ain't
50
nobody
cents.
loan you that money. You ain't even built the G in the studio yet. That might be why when I stood next to Meech, your knees buckled. Your knees buckled. Put your back against the wall. Po nigga. Your po hustler.
The drama between 50 Cent, Big Meech, and Rick Ross escalates as 50 pulls the plug on the BMF series, revealing he's teaming up with Tammy Cowens to expose Big Meech's past. Tammy, who owns Meech's life rights, is working with 50 on a no-holds-barred documentary.
Damn,
Lil Meech is caught in the middle, spending his $5 million on flashy cars and chains instead of saving for tough times. As tensions rise, Lil Meech and Big Meech start hanging out with 50's enemies, including Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather. 50 blasts them for betraying him, saying he helped Lil Meech when no one else did, paying for acting school and even sending him to rehab. Ross continues to taunt 50, claiming he's broke and threatening to buy 50's masters. 50 isn't backing, down, hinting at revealing receipts to prove who's really struggling.
50, who own your masters? Who own your
Nigga,
masters?
that's insane.
I buy your masters.
Nigga buy a nigga
Better
masters
shut up.
is insane.
I will buy your masters.
50 Cent
laughs off claims that the big Meech feud is affecting his money, calling it a joke. He questions how much pull Meech really has in 2025, given that he was big in the past but no longer holds the same influence. 50 sees Meech as a wannabe Pablo Escobar and believes his beef with the former drug kingpin is no threat to his empire. Having taken on bigger names than Meech and Ross, 50 feels untouchable. While Ross continues to taunt him about his finances, 50 knows how to turn drama into viral moments. The question remains, is 50 Cent really going broke? Or is Ross projecting his own financial struggles onto him? Let us know your thoughts, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more celebrity drama and behind-the-scenes tea.
Shout out to Bootleg Kev. He talks about Drake's and Kendrick Lamar beef.
Do you feel like, for you, the sport of the rap shit has finally kind of been, because you obviously jumped into the arena with the Kendrick Drake shit that happened. Do you feel like the sport has been like reignited with what has been going on the last year or so?
I'm not just gonna say, reignited, but I feel like, that was something that was necessary. It was something that, the streets needed, the culture needed. Let's clarify this shit. Who gonna really step up to the forefront?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anything other than that, it's not too dramatic to me. Do some niggas make it more than what it is they could?
I just felt like it was very like you said, it was kind of like a palate cleanse where it was like, oh, we got to really kind of dissect what people are saying in their lyrics.
Yeah. Let's do that. Fuck all the metaphors. No, let's just get down to business. Let's see what's really happening out here.
Yeah, 100%. Could you? I'd heard. Now you can stop me if I'm wrong. What was the root cause of the falling out with Drake? Was it someone had told me it was because of the way he had treated French on a record? Is that?
I mean, I spoke on that on the record I released. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cause y'all got classics together.
If it's real niggas, if real niggas gonna stay real, that's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was it something really deep? Nah, fuck that though. But if you pussy, you pussy. If it's real, it's real. And that's what it is.
Could that ever be something you could ever see, like you guys talking it out? And you guys have so many classics together, such a long history together.
You never know. If a nigga send me a bottle of Luke Belair, especially the white one, you
the white
know.
bottle, yeah.
Yeah,
the white
that
bottle
go for any of these young niggas out here.
Especially if it's a Magnum.
Send me a white Belair bottle, and I'll take a picture with you, because that white Belair bottle is the, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, can you break down, because it's so crazy. We talked about that Power Circle record. You've always had such a great ear. One of the greatest ears ever. When it comes to beats,
see when I put Kendrick on that record?
Yes. You put Kendrick on Power Circle alongside the whole label, Stally,
I'm down.
Gunplay.
I'm down in Miami, all the way on the other side of the map, but it's just certain things I can watch, it's certain things that I understand. And when it comes to music, I believe I got a vision for it. That's it. I've been watching and studying that shit since I was in the first grade. You know what I mean? So it's certain things that I can see. You know what I mean?
So you just kind of knew with the Kendrick thing, because at that time he was bubbling, but I felt like
he was a new.
At that time, you were like, MMG's the hottest fish grease.
And I was like, I understand who this young nigga is right here. Come get on this record. Let's all rap on this record. And it's not about now. It wasn't that he was huge. It was for the sport.
Yeah,
and it was for the sport.
I'd like to give a shout out to Gunplay for having one of the greatest verses of all time.
Gunplay,
oh my god!
Yeah.
No, Cartoons and Cereal's different. Oh my god, Cartoons and Cereal's fucking different.
Gunplay got a lot of.
He got off on Kendrick on that.
What did he say? It's all I can see now. I will not be Nina.
Yeah, he went in on that.
Yeah. Shout out to How's Gunplay doing, dog? One of the most underrated rappers of all time.
No, he not. Niggas know what time it is.
I know, but I'm talking about when it comes to the big talks, he's underrated, bro.
Niggas know what time it is with Gunplay.
Bible on a Dash.
Yeah.
That'd be a different Gunplay we're talking about then.
Together.
Yeah.
They got cussed. So.
Then the Triple C's album was hard too. Very, very slept on. When it comes to your ear though, Ross, like there was a few artists that almost came to MMG. A couple of West Coast guys, Dom. I know you were talking with Nip potentially. And then I know the Wiz thing was kicked around because I remember when he got on the Super High remix.
Right.
I remember I was stoked because I was like, is Wiz about to be on MMG? What is going on? Like, how close specifically was the Nip thing from like, I know you know he obviously gave you a lot of love. He said he fucks with Rick Ross because he's teaching wealth, and I know you guys have such a long history, but how close was that actually to becoming a thing?
And you know what, this is something I just want to say, because I be seeing niggas on podcasts speaking on such old shit, trying to and I don't be knowing how to feel about it. What I want to say is, all the names you said, these niggas to me were already icons. The same way I say Nino Breezer, because I already know, I have a feeling. You understand? So niggas was already gonna shine. I was just able and in a position to, make music with them at such an early stage.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Nipsey was another nigga that I already felt was an icon. In my mind, he was already huge.
And it's not like you were...
To a lot of other niggas, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. And I remember us just talking about, both our ideas.
Right.
I'm a nigga that's inspired by you sharing your ideas. So anytime I sat down with any of these niggas, it was really, they had their ideas already. I had ideas. We just sharing ideas. We just going back and forth. Let's exchange numbers. Nigga, let's stay in touch. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. Shout out to Dom Kennedy, R.I.P., the Nip. The marathon still continue. You know what I'm saying? Wiz, I flew him. I flew Currency down. I told them niggas really just come.
Currency was another one, yeah.
Yeah, I flew them down, and both of them niggas was already shining.
Oh, and they were obviously killing the mixtape game at that time.
I just said, come down here, let's smoke some good weed. I got a good weed plug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They flew down, nigga. We jumped in the Benz and we just went. We went, smoked weed, got tattoos, shit like that. Nigga just ate good, real nigga shit.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because I feel like you're one of the only artists who had a label who did it the right way, where your approach was always like, I want people to be bigger than me.
Like, I would love it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like a lot of artists, they'll have their homies or they'll sign artists, but they don't ever want, if they're super active, they don't ever want like their artists to overshine what they're doing.
But why?
If that makes sense. But I feel like yourself, and then I feel like you kind of laid the groundwork for a guy like Gotti.
We all win, bitch.
Gotti's kind of taken that same model and just ran with it.
Facts.
So, yeah, no, it's been dope to see, man. Are you working on new music, Ross? Like for yourself?
I am. All you niggas get ready, Ricky Rose.
Because we haven't had a Ross album in a minute. Obviously, you and Meek dropped, but
right. And for me, it's all about the motivation. And once again, it's the challenge. Nino Breeze being here, spitting that shit, me hearing hard shit, it gave a nigga that real inspiration. Other than that, I'ma just get fly every day and watch you niggas do y'all thing. But when I'm inspired, nigga, yeah, so get ready. I'm finna, do what I do.
Are you still with Def Jam?
Of course not.
You had left Def Jam a while ago. You ended up messing with Gamma, right?
Yeah. Shout out to the team over at Gamma.
Larry. Shout out to Larry, yeah.
Yeah, but the Empire Double MG, we doing it all the way from the bottom to the top.
That's what's up. Nino, can you tell me, like, the first time you are in the studio with this guy, what is that experience like? Because I can only, like, I just hear, like, the way this guy, he's a savant. You know what I'm saying? He's a ghost. So I can only imagine, like, being in the lab with him. Had to be. Were you nervous? Was it a vibe?
I say, were you nervous?
No, it's just a natural vibe. Like, me and dog was already, hanging and banging. You feel me? Like, this shit genuine.
Right.
So, like, we had already hit the club together, got on the yacht together, big vibes. You feel me? So, like, this is my nigga for real. Everything natural.
Okay. All right, gang. We got Rick Ross selling out arenas in South Africa.
Morning glory from South Africa.
You should went to that dirty, went to the West Africa.
Beautiful beaches, beautiful people. Durban, I love you. The way the sun's shining on me right now, let me know. Both our futures are bright. Last night, Durban, South Africa. last night, 25,000 beautiful soul spirits. We lit it up. Did it the boss way.
Yeah, that's what he said. Light it up. There you go.
Can't wait to come back. The event was a huge success. Ricky Rose, I started my weekend off amazing. Flew from Miami to Dubai. From Dubai to Durban. Back to Dubai now. Double M. Pushing to the limits, you heard? Biggest boss. Never too big to show love to the chefs. You know what I'm saying? Can never be too big to show love to the chefs. You feel me? Yeah, I'm finna get on your shit too. Biggest boss, Ricky Rose. Chef for the month. No, not that. For the year. When you do it for the biggest. Can you hear those 26,000 people out there for that Ricky Rose sold out? Durban Festival. Durban. I love you. People so beautiful. Food delicious. I just ate like a don. My whole villa was filled with food, baby. I had about 6 different chickens. What time of DJ Nasty? 99 Jams out here representing.
Turn up.
26,000.
That's lit.
All my young hustlers and entrepreneurs. Man, challenge yourself. Push yourself. Challenge yourself. Settle for what feel right. Nah, that don't feel right. Let's be amazing. Let's be great. You bigger than you think. I think your clients and supporters and fans, the ones on your block, this shit worldwide. I'm talking about you all around the world with this shit. All around the world, global. You global. You global.
That's lit. Damn, this will look hella good. Glass. That's
Thank
lit as
you all
hell.
so much. Thank you so much. All of y'all are so beautiful.
I've been there and I feel like, what the fuck going on? It's lit as hell. They look good as fuck, nigga. That's lit as fuck. That's lit as fuck.
I told him this all the place I'd rather be. Durban, before I go all the way up. It's that Jose vibe right here. I got this. My beautiful people in Durban. My beautiful people. If I buy me a villa here, don't be surprised though. South Africa. I go by the name of DJ Nasty 305. If you're ready for the biggest boss, make some noise right now. If you're ready, let me hear you say Rick Ross, Rick Ross, Rick.
That's lit as fuck. I ain't gonna cap. Crip, that's lit as hell. That's lit as hell, nigga. What the fuck? Anything is possible, gang. That shit lit. That's almost like Juice WRLD vibes, nigga. That's lit as hell.
Experiencing it.
Some more fuck shit, gang.
In a shocking turn of
Shout out to
events,
Reveal.
50 Cent has filed an $8 million lawsuit against Rick Ross for illegally producing a BMF film without securing life rights from Lil Meech. And in true defiant fashion, Rick Ross fired back publicly, refusing to pay a single cent, and vowing to push forward with the project regardless.
What unfolding is not just a legal battle. It's a fiery collision between two titans of hip-hop, pride, power, and personal vendettas. And knowing 50 Cent's history, Rick Ross may have just poked the wrong bear. One who bites back with lawsuits, petty power moves, and a relentless hunger for revenge. The gloves are officially off. What started as a simmering industry rivalry has now boiled over into a full-blown legal inferno. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is taking his beef with Rick Ross to a new level, courtroom drama. Just days ago, reports confirmed that 50 filed an $8 million lawsuit against Ross for allegedly launching a BMF film project without acquiring the life rights of Demetrius Lil Meech Flannery Jr., the son of the infamous drug kingpin Big Meech, and the star of 50 Cent's own BMF series. That's a major violation in the entertainment world. Life rights aren't just paperwork, they're legal leverage, especially in the world of biographical storytelling. Without them, you're trespassing on someone's legacy.
Damn.
But apparently, Rick Ross doesn't care. In a bold and jaw-dropping response, Rick Ross clapped back in true boss fashion, telling the world that he won't pay a dime and plans to continue producing the BMF film no matter what legal action 50 tries to throw his way. That's not just a response. That's a declaration of war. Ross didn't blink. No settlement offers. No backing down. Just a middle finger to the lawsuit and a smirk on his face. And if you know 50 Cent, you know that's exactly the kind of move that lights his fire. You disrespect his business, his image, or his connections, and you're signing up for hell. Ross may think he's dodging a lawsuit, but what he's really done is give 50 Cent exactly what he wants. A reason to come for blood. This all started brewing after whispers in the industry began to spread that Rick Ross was secretly developing a BMF film of his own, without permission from Lil Meech, who holds critical rights to the story. That alone set off alarms. Because while Big Meech may be the original face of the Black Mafia family empire, it's Lil Meech who has carried the torch publicly, especially through 50 Cent's Star series, where he plays his father. The idea of Ross going behind closed doors, gathering up producers, and scripting a project without even reaching out to the family, it was bound to blow up. And now it has. 50 Cent's legal team came prepared. The $8 million lawsuit reportedly includes claims of unauthorized use of likeness, intellectual property infringement, and a clear violation of rights associated with the BMF brand. But what's just as important as the legal angle is the personal one. Because make no mistake, this isn't just business. This is deeply personal. 50 Cent and Rick Ross have been embroiled in one of hip-hop's most notorious beefs for over a decade. Diss tracks, baby mama drama, trolling on social media. This isn't new. What's new is that the stakes are higher now. This is about clout
like I said, who need enemies when you got
it's
baby
about
mama?
legacy, and both of these
Best
men are
friends
fighting
and family,
for it.
nigga.
Ross's refusal to back
nigga.
down is telling. He sees this as his moment. Let's be real. Ever since BMF became a cultural staple on Stars, Ross has been on the outside looking in. He's dropped bars about Big Meech, shouted out the BMF lifestyle, even brag about being close to the streets. But he wasn't the one who made the series happen. That was 50. That was G-Unit. And while Ross played the role of a boss in his raps, 5-0 was the one actually sitting in the producer's chair, turning Meech's story into a cinematic empire. So now, it looks like Ross is trying to flip the script, literally, and stake his own claim in the BMF saga. But here's the problem. He did it the dirty way. Sources close to the situation claim that Ross never reached out to Lil Meech, never attempted to secure his blessing, and never offered a deal. That's not just reckless. That's suicidal in this industry. You can't just snatch someone's life story and turn it into a film like you're remixing a track. This isn't the mixtape game. This is Hollywood. And Hollywood plays by contracts, lawyers, and consequences. Ross, in his ego, maybe pretending he doesn't care, but this lawsuit isn't just going to disappear. And if history has taught us anything about 50 Cent, it's that he plays the long game. He doesn't quit.
Hey, Rick Ross got that nigga with a lawsuit. Almost made that nigga bankrupt. Shit.
He pushes until you crack. And then he makes a TV show about how you cracked. But what makes this even crazier is the level of disrespect Rick Ross is showing. Not just a 50, but a Lil Meech and Big Meech as well. Imagine launching a project based on someone's life. Someone who is still alive, whose son is already starring in a successful TV adaptation, and then saying publicly that you don't care about securing their permission. That's not confidence. That's arrogance. That's desperation. Ross is clearly looking for some heat right now. His music hasn't made the same waves in recent years. His social media clout is fading. He's been clowned for trying to keep up with younger rappers.
I don't know.
And now, with this move, it looks like he's trying to hijack someone else's story to stay relevant. But he chose the wrong story and the wrong enemy. 50 Cent isn't just a rapper anymore. He's a media mogul. He's a legal tactician. He's got real Hollywood pull when you come for his intellectual property, especially something tied to one of his biggest TV franchises. You're not just facing some angry rapper on
$8 million lawsuit is pretty crazy.
You're facing a man who has the power to shut down entire productions, freeze at.
All right, gang. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri. We haven't heard that much about Big Meech in a minute, so we're gonna get Big Meech real voice.
We on our way to Meech house. I had to make a quick stop and get the same shirt that I came out the house with. But for some reason, I had some dyed ink or something on top, so I just went and bought the same shirt again. But yeah, we on our way to Meech house. I wasn't aware that Meech couldn't come to the studio. He can't leave his house, so we gotta go to him.
Well, he's on house arrest, or he's at the halfway house?
I'm trying to figure out, thinking about how. I'll just get a bunch of things about the club from him for this skit, so I might put him in this album more than one time. But yeah, on our way to Meech house. Yeah.
That's right.
Boy, Big Meech.
Last night was All-Star 2003.
I don't remember. You got to tell me. I don't think that is that the reunion night.
No, that was All-Star 2003 for the NBA.
I don't even think.
Man, that night that's Bone Crusher Never Scared.
Yeah. I know. We at Visions. That's why I broke the song at Visions that night. But I don't think I went to Magic.
Man, that Magic was. I had to get on the stage.
But you was always on the stage.
Yeah, but I really had to get on the stage. Like, it was no room. Everybody had my brother and this crew in there. I got me and all Diddy guys in there. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a monumental time. Cause it was like, and then you got all the football players and basketball players was in there that was in town.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I think that's the reason why I wanted to get you on, cause I don't think these guys be knowing, like, they just be talking. They never really experienced that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they have.
You know what I mean? Especially the Gentleman Club.
Russia takes Big Meech on tour.
Really,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He can't leave motherfucking crib.
I think that like, just how them clubs used to be back then. Nobody, when I be trying to explain that shit, they don't even understand that. No. So I'm like, man, listen, you couldn't even, you could go in the club and Meech would have a girl for 2 hours. I'd be sitting there trying to get the girl back. Couldn't get, like, it wasn't no just walking, they weren't just walking around. No. It was like, they had a thing. Like, it was crazy what you were saying about the girls couldn't even come in the club. It's crazy how that people don't even understand. I be trying to tell them, like, man, we gotta get. I be trying to imagine, but it's gonna get out of control now. They got the documentary. It ain't gonna be like that, like it was. But that shit was stupid back then.
Yeah, I mean, because even though we patrons of the club, it was more like once we get in there, certain women was like our women.
Yeah.
Known as our women, that's like, oh, Meech here or JD here, we ain't gonna get her all night.
Yeah.
She gone for the whole night. You know what I'm saying? So like, you ain't gonna be here today. Nobody ain't gonna get no dances or nothing. It's over with. We got her the whole night. They gonna dance till we walk out the door.
Now let me say this, y'all.
They said Big Meech wasn't going to go to the car show because he was going to be on house arrest or whatever.
Like, man, you gonna get Meech? Can you get Meech? I don't think y'all understand. Me and bro go back. I mean, I don't know. I think I know Meech longer than a lot of y'all niggas in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
91.
Yeah.
Jack the Rapper.
And y'all don't know that. Y'all be thinking, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like y'all niggas. I've been in the club with you niggas. Right. I seen it. We been standing on this motherfucking bar at 112. the stage at Magic City, upstairs and downstairs in the gentleman's
Look, Big
club.
Meech doing all right for himself though. You did Crip.
Matter of fact, I had a security guard that Meech took from me, Big J. I had a security guard that went start working for Meech. I mean, we just, you know what I mean? We got a whole little crew, family.
We got history.
Yeah, we got history
together.
So it ain't really been no, you know what I mean? So I know when y'all saw it up there, y'all see his name. Y'all don't be understanding who really know him or who fuck with him, no this, that, and the third. I really fuck with bro. You know what I'm saying?
Birthday parties is always off the chain. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. Invitation on.
Yeah. Well,
all right, gang, man. Shout out to Rick Ross and the whole,
Hey,
you know what I'm
if
saying?
your partner is being secretive with...
I bet. So, here we go, gang. Hey, it's pretty lit though. I want to talk about before all the BS. Going to Africa. Africa, so some Americans love. I gotta make sure I put some, cause you know if you're a broke ass nigga, let's be honest, you ain't got the clout and fame, nigga. You might be cooked. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You might be cooked out here, but you know they support Rick Ross very well. You know what I'm saying? That was lit. They gave me Juice WRLD vibes. I ain't gonna care how they walked on the stage with the that was lit. So let's talk about his new artist. So they trying to put on his new artist, man. That's pretty lit. You know what I'm saying? Helping people out when they got out of I don't know if he was in prison or whatever, but hopefully it works out. You know what I'm saying? When you try to help other people become successful, you know, you gotta put that work in and you gotta put the time in. You know what I'm saying? You just can't put the work in and it just disappears. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really promote and help out, and I feel like keep doing that with his new artist. You know what I'm saying? He talk about his cars and stuff. I bet that car show is pretty lit. I ain't gonna cap, Crip. You know what I'm saying? Have all the artists pull up and perform a show. Also, he talk about Drake's and Kendrick Lamar. I think he still got beef with Drake. Let's be honest. I think he fuck with Kendrick a little bit more, but he most definitely got beef with Drake. 50 Cent, they ain't gonna never die. Either they might be today 80, bitch, still fighting with canes and fucking wheelchairs. You know what I'm saying? About some beef. His son, Big Meech's son, Goofy. Big Meech, he fucked up. He like he said, 50 Cent was playing chess. They were playing checkers because he cooked his ass. Like his grand arrival to the crib just got shattered. But it's good that I found that video. It's still good to see that Big Meech is still up and still performing and still, you know what I'm saying, thriving. You know, once he get off his halfway house, I feel like he gonna continue to have success. You know, it just take time. And the $8 million lawsuit, man. Ooh, $8 million lawsuit, man. If it wasn't Rick Ross, I'd be like, they cooked as fuck. But I don't know, you know. They might get some good ass lawyers, or however it goes, or if they lose, he might be able to pay that back. I don't fucking know. At the end of the day, man, you gotta make your money out and work for you. So you gotta invest in some good ass businesses, and not just on jewelry, cars, and clothes. You know, you gotta invest into like businesses and brands. So he might got it. Who knows? At the end of the day, that's $8 million though. So I don't know. Hey, like I said, when you sign your life right over to an informant, a female informant, then she working with 50 Cent, you're a cook. Like on some shit like that. But at the end of the day, man, he might have changed his whole name. Shit, Little Meech. Nah. Little Big Meech. Shit, fuck it. At the end of the day, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you fuck with your boy. Shout out to Rick Ross and them, man. They out here putting that work in and continue to grow. We out this bitch. Hood, Northside, big crippin' it. Gangsta hood, Northside shit, man.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.